Your statue upside down
undermined everything I said, but with the phone. You never specifically mentioned I couldn't use my phone to take pictures.
Just come on, camera. Come on, I'm getting sick of your shit. I'm gonna choke the shit out of you, mother. Stay still. Stay still. Te queda ahí. Te queda ahí. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Megabit Misfits, where today we're going to be discussing the Mario Kart World Direct for Nintendo Switch 2. We are also going to be talking about Oblivion rumors. Is Elder 4 or Elder 6 or Skyrim be remade again? We don't know. Anyway, we'll discuss it. We're also going to be talking about comments and giving just some respect and appreciation back to the followers that we have. And not only that, but we're also going to be talking about a brand new puzzle game that Mr. LeeBoy is falling in love with called Blueprints. And yeah, hit that music, please. All right, everybody. So apparently Nintendo had a direct this weekend or this week, and I apparently completely freaking missed it. But Mr. Rav, yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I work. Jeez,
it's like I got a life.
Apparently I missed the Nintendo Direct, and I completely apologize. But Mr. Rav and Mr. LeeBoy have all the information about it, and apparently it's about Mario Kart World. Yes. So, Mr. Rav, Mr. LeeBoy, what is going on in the Nintendo world this week?
Right?
Yeah,
because the Switch 2 stuff is like all over the place.
It's rolling on, guys.
Listen,
it's just not stopping.
Freight train is just steamrolling ahead.
So Mario Kart World, please, guys, explain.
This Direct was. The game looks nice. The game looks gorgeous. It looks like it plays very good. Like we all say, Nintendo optimizes their stuff very good.
Nice.
There's a lot of nice little new features and all that stuff. All the tracks, all the different ways that you can play the game. It is definitely going to give people a lot of time to play the game. You're going to be spending a lot of time in the game for those people that love Mario Kart. Anybody who played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, are still playing that game to this day in parties and like hangouts and things like that with their friends. So this game is that plus more, minus a few little things that I did notice that I don't know if a lot of people are touching on. You know, in Mario Kart 8, you had a lot of other characters besides Mario characters that are not included in this game. But
like third party.
No, not third party, but like Zelda was in it. Link was in it, rather, not Zelda. Link was in it, and he had his own loaded motorcycle. There's like little things like that I noticed are missing. There's other characters like that they had put out as DLC. They had the Piranha Plant as, I think, a driver, or like that was their very first DLC and all that stuff. I know they're making the camera about it now, but he was a driver. 480p. Yeah. But he was
480p.
Piranha Plant is
that it's 480p.
Piranha Plant is known as the first thing that Nintendo focuses on, because when Nintendo Switch 1 came out, the Piranha Plant was the first DLC that they gave away with Mario Kart 8. And then this is now the camera is the first thing that they're putting out with 2. So they have a love for the Piranha Plant. I don't really get it, but it is what it is, whatever. But they did take out.
Piranha Plant is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The original take on it. So
that's the second enemy you see in the Mario game.
Yeah. You think of Piranha Plant, you think of other Mario games, so it's nostalgic. So I get it.
Yeah.
480p, I don't get. But as a driver and in the Mario Kart games, yeah, of course. I think that's great. Sure. That's awesome.
Well, that was the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not in this one. As far as I know, he's not in this one.
So
no, we got a cow this time. We got
we got cow.
Was there?
Yeah.
Okay. We got a cow in this one.
In all the other Mario in the Mario games, anytime you saw a cow, the level was called Moo Moo something or whatever. So everybody always thought the cow's name was Moo Moo, but it's not. It's just cow. It's kind of silly. Was it worth it? You know what I mean? That's the big question. Is it worth what you're paying? And
so this is going to be one of the $80, $90.
This is the $80 one.
This is the $80 to $90 damn game. That's gonna. I feel like a lot of features in the game. I'm gonna read off what I wrote down from watching it. We got grinding on rails. We got new courses. We got some new drivers. We got new items. We got new tactics. We got new tricks. We got new free roam. A Yoshi's drive-through. And one of the things that really caught my eye was the ability to rewind, to go back while you're racing. And if you feel like you made a jump that you wanted, like you missed a spot or something, you could rewind and put yourself back in a previous state. The only thing that we catch that they said to that is even though you rewind, the other players are still going forward. So you can, if you first place, you try that rewind stuff, you can potentially lose your spot in line.
Right. So you push yourself backwards.
Basically, it's just like rubber banding back, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You rewind back. But just because you rewind, the other players are still moving forward. So that could potentially make you lose the race if you do it at the wrong time or if you're not strategic with it. You know, and you can also jump. There's a move where you can jump and avoid. Remember, like before in this the Mario Kart games, if somebody threw a homing turtle shell at you, you was done. There was no way to dodge that, you know, unless you was really skilled at turning corners. But even then, that joint will find you. But now you have an ability to actually jump over objects and obstacles and even avoid getting hit by oncoming items and stuff from other players.
Traffic.
You know, oh yeah, they got that in there, like traffic and stuff like that, which I think is cool. The only thing I don't like is the fact that if you're using this as a means to justify the price tag of the game, you're sadly mistaken, because I feel like every game should have natural progression. All of this stuff I just listed should be natural progression in a game, especially like Mario Kart. You don't make people pay extra for features that should already be in the game. That's madness. You know what I mean? And
Wait, I'm sorry. You have to pay. You have to pay for these.
What I'm saying is
features?
that no. They're trying to justify the price tag.
The price hike.
Right.
Okay.
We added all of these cool things that's in the game, and look, it's like no. If you play a sports game, and they add stuff to that sports game, that's a natural progression of the sports game.
Right.
This is a natural progression for Mario Kart. I don't see why you're trying to use that as a means to justify the price tag of the game. You know what I mean? Great for it's great for the Mario Kart franchise, but you know,
I thought for a second you were gonna charge like, hey, you want this car? This car is $2 or $15, or hey, you want this helmet or this whatever. You know, like a live service.
He said,
give it time. Give it time, because with all the stuff that you're getting in the main release, you're going to get a lot of little cars. You're going to get costumes. You're going to get all these power-ups and new features and all that stuff. They're going to add DLC. They're going to be charging for new cars and characters and all kinds of stuff like that. If they added freaking cow, they're going to charge you for Link, Zelda, Samus, whatever other characters from other Nintendo games. The biggest thing they took away from the last Mario Kart game was the anti-gravity. The last Mario game, they had anti-gravity levels where you could bounce around the level, go around in circles on the ceiling, on the walls and stuff like that. And you can play that way and have all these extra little powers. You can knock people over by twisting and spinning and all that stuff while you're in anti-gravity mode. And that's completely gone in this game right now. That doesn't mean they won't add it later, though.
I think they will, because that was a big feature in the last one. I think they'll have that in there.
I mean, if it's popular, they're going to bring it back, right? If it's really popular. Or enough people complain about it, they'll bring it back.
And the video game runs smooth. It runs. It's very pretty. Obviously, Nintendo has a graphical style, so they're not trying to go for the ultra realistic Mario. Yeah. Mario don't have like body marks and stretch marks and shit like that on him. But you know, but
it's a weird turn there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they're not going for that look. You know, you don't see the wrinkles in Mario's eyes and all that stuff, but you could see the quality in the grass. You could see the quality in the clouds and the grease marks on the road and all that. Like, it's definitely there for what they're trying to do. The quality of game is there, and the smoothness.
They're trying to make it look like they're trying to make it look like a freaking a Pixar movie or a Disney animated film.
Yep.
They're trying to make it look flawless in a cartoony way, but flawless, which I'm all down for, bro. Like a lot of the Disney movies, the Pixar movies, I absolutely love. So I mean, and Nintendo's been doing that for a while. I mean, just like the Nintendo movie with Mario.
Yeah.
I thought that movie was gonna be bad, but then I saw it and I was like, this was really good. Like, like surprise, like not even good. I think I dare say it's a great movie, a great animated movie.
Yeah.
They're still trying to keep the Mario Kart game. It does keep that feel. Like you know this is a Mario Kart game. You know what I'm saying? You can see that through everything that they did, as far as like the new, even down to the new courses that they put out. Like they even have one, if I'm not mistaken, that kind of looks like Luigi's mansion. You know what I'm saying? Like that one was looking great, you know, which was dope.
The most impressive thing I think was how many levels there were. Like if you go, they zoomed in on the map and there's like so many different just sections that you could drive through. Like there's it looks like there's going to be a lot of levels. You know, Mario games have that unlockable level, you know.
And then you got the free roam. The free roam where you can pretty much drive anywhere. Like Eli BX Born was talking about, like it's Forza. It's Mario Forza. Like you can pretty much drive the car anywhere you want when you're doing the free roam. And I think they're probably gonna have like hidden like objectives and hidden like treasure around the map, just so the free roam doesn't just feel like you're driving from one spot to one spot without really nothing to do. Because what's the point then? You know?
Yeah, you could unlock things with tricks and stuff like that throughout the level too. So
I would love if they did like a Mario Kart GTA. Just for like
just get out the car.
Just get out the car, go on a coin stealing spree or whatever. Design it as a happy fun type of thing, but that would be awesome.
Listen, awesome. I kid you not. I thought when I very first saw Mario Odyssey, when he would the hat, when he throws the hat and he's in the city running around, I thought, I was like, oh snap, they did GTA Mario, and then come to find out, nah, it wasn't. That's not what they did. But it's,
I mean, if they put,
I'll be down for that.
GTA Mario, #1 top selling game of all time. I guarantee that will be it. Matter of fact, that's an interesting question. If you don't mind me asking a random question, because I know you guys love my random questions.
Good Lord. Go ahead.
Do you think Mario Kart World, the new one, the one that you guys are talking about, has the potential of being a top seller?
Yes.
Period.
What as much as we don't like and Rav, you can probably correct me on this, if you know, after I say what I say, maybe you agree with this or not. But I believe, even though we may not agree with that price tag, maybe a lot of gamers around the industry may not agree with that price tag.
Which is
but
why
no one can't deny. We made a go check it out, by the way. We made best-selling games of all time video. Mario Kart was in there. There's no doubt, with all of these new features and the cult following behind that game, there's no way this is not going to be a top seller. No way.
Mario Kart 8 was in the top 10 games the entire 10 years or 8 years that Nintendo Switch has been out. Every single month. I think maybe 3 months out of the entire 8 years was when it fell off the top 10 chart. So yeah, that game, this one is going to have the potential to stay up there as long as the money doesn't affect it, as long as the pricing doesn't affect it, because that's going to affect people buying the system and the game. They're going to have a hard time. They got a long way to climb.
Bundle. That's how you going. That's how you going to get past that damn that price margin. You get that bundle, that day one bundle.
I got one thing that I know everybody online has been very, very negative on Nintendo's information that they've been putting out for the last 2 or 3 weeks already, and everybody's yelling at them, at the buyers, to go play a Steam Deck and all these things. People got to remember, Nintendo players are always going to be Nintendo players. They're going to always flock to that system. Not every Nintendo player wants to play every PC game or live looking game. They're there for that reason. So it sucks that they're selling it for that price, and these people are probably going to get taken advantage of, and Nintendo knows that because of all the comments that they've said in the last few weeks. Nintendo players are going to always be Nintendo players, and they're not going anywhere. They're always going to flock to that system and just make Nintendo always be competitive. You know what I mean? And, needs to be clarified. Just because everybody's like, oh, go play Steam Deck, it's better. Yes, it's better for those people, but Nintendo players will always be Nintendo players.
Sticking up for the little guys.
Hey, I don't play Switch like that. I have my Switch. I play it every now and then, but you know, I like more adult games.
Of course, like the console, they go, I bet I can deal with the price for the console, but $80 to $90 for a game, man, I don't know. But I do agree with you on the fact that Nintendo. What's up? Go ahead. What you want to say?
Just a real clarification. As far as we know, Mario Kart World is the only game that's going to be $80 to $90. Every other game was supposedly confirmed that they're going to stick with the $70 price range.
Hopefully, because I think that's the thing that most people are concerned about. Like if they do that with that game, are they going to starting to set a standard and a trend that all these other companies are going to follow? Because it's like, if people aren't afraid to spend, if the numbers show that people aren't afraid to spend that much money in the game, the other companies are going to just try to follow suit. But I do agree with you when it comes down to people who love Nintendo and love their games. They're going to buy these games. They're going to be, look at Chicken Dog. Your man's is out there still down there, and he's waiting 2 months before it even drops to want to sit there and grab this game. So Nintendo fans, they're going to support. And Nintendo knows that. They know that their fans are going to show up and show out. You know, so again, we not bashing. Shout out to all the Nintendo fans out there. And I just hope that at the end of the day, Nintendo understands that this is your player base. Treat them right. That's it. Just treat your player base right.
Agree with that.
Nintendo is one of those companies that have a fan base that will last an eternity and will go down in oblivion with them. Speaking of Oblivion, we have some rumors that we've heard about. I think I'm going to take this one, fellas, if that's okay with you guys. If that's all right with you guys. So apparently, if you guys have ever played, if my camera could stay freaking still, I'm a big target, bro. Let's stay right here with me. So apparently, through the rumor mill, Oblivion Elder Scrolls 4 is being remastered. Now, if you've played Elder Scrolls, you've played Morrowind, you've played Skyrim. I'm not saying that for any other reason besides the fact that it's just part of the Game Cam franchise, okay? I'm not saying that for any other reason besides that.
Oh my gosh.
But the Elder Scrolls is a fantastic fantasy gaming epic of a freaking video game series. Like I've played it for years. So now that they're finally, and people have been talking about this for a very long time, guys, like years. Oh, they should remake this. They should remake that. They're remaking this game. They're remaking that game. They're remaking this whole franchise. Why not Oblivion? Why not Elder Scrolls? It's one of the best ones. And that's because people are still playing the original right now. Still. It may not look the best. It may not have the best mechanics and whatever, like the new games now, but they're still playing them. So across the board of games, people have rumored that they are remastering their league size. So this is what the actual article says from PC Gamer, if you don't mind me reading this excerpt right here. There were whispers about Oblivion Remastered from as early as 2020, but with most rumors, it all seemed a bit too good, and the rumors began to resurface once again in 2023, thanks to the post on the Elder Scrolls subreddit from an ex-employee at Virtuals. So an ex-employee kind of let the beans spill, like, yeah, we've been working on this for a little while. So,
revenge
but
post.
people still, right. I mean, is it really revenge post? Because
if you leaking, if you
you're an ex-employee,
and you an ex-employee, like
definitely bad reviews about anything, and I don't recall. Anyway, so just for the simple fact, that's true. So for the past few months,
wait, whoa, that's just did he just do it himself? Did he just 8 Mile us just now and say his own stuff?
I 8 Mile you, bro.
Hey, I wasn't gonna mention Skyrim for the 15th time. I wasn't. But over
All
the
right,
past few months,
go
over
ahead.
the past few months, to talk about Oblivion Remastered started to gain traction, and some journalists suggesting that it could launch as early as the first half of 2025. So a big part of the rumor is that it's going to come out April 25th or 21st, 2025 for the new PC Xbox Game Pass. Now, we've researched this like crazy. We've checked out the different game lists for Xbox for April. I didn't see it. Did you guys see Oblivion Elder Scrolls pop up on the list? But I believe Rav mentioned that sometimes they have a secret game or something like that sometimes.
Yeah, there's a specific number of games that they put out for Game Pass. Usually it's like between like 8 and 12, but this one seems to be like an odd number. So there might be a game that's not on the list that may be popping out.
Okay.
I've listened on other podcasts and other news outlets and things like that are almost sure that it's probably going to come out with this set of games. They keep referencing that Clair Obscur and Oblivion being released on the same day is weird because it'd be Xbox drowning Xbox out. Like they're both games are owned by Xbox. Both game companies, developers are owned by Xbox. So they don't understand why they would be putting them out. But again, Oblivion's not a confirmed release. So
right.
It's a little weird.
So like I said, all this stuff is kind of rumored, but yet some things might be true. Other things are definitely rumors. We're not 100% sure, but apparently Oblivion may be coming to light on the PC Game Pass eventually. I feel that's an honest statement from everything I've seen. It might not come out at all, but I feel it's gonna come eventually.
What have we seen?
Well, that's the thing though. Like they've come out with screenshots, right? So Matmo831 and Restera discovered multiple. Those are people who are on like online and everything. Discovered multiple Oblivion remastered images hosted by Retros, the ex-employee, on his website, and a project name Alter in the URL, confirming the leak from 2023. It wasn't this year; it was 2 years ago. So, by the leaked image, they assume that Oblivion Remastered uses Unreal Engine 5 to enhance the game's visuals. And through the Reddit leak from 2023 states the remastered version is running Unreal Engine 5 alongside the original code, meaning there shouldn't be too many differences between the original and the remaster, except for like things looking sharper, crisper, better shading, dynamic lighting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now with what it says here, it says Oblivion Remastered does feature some tweaks to bring aspects of the 2006 smash hit. Yeah, mind you, it's 2006. Like for me, I think 2026 would have been the perfect year to anyway, whatever. That's just me thinking. It's not in the article. So this includes changes to the HUD to make certain elements clearer for new players, adjustments to the stamina system, and to make it less punishing while playing. So they have plus they mentioned that they're remastering the DLC as well. And they just have screenshots of the old game versus the new game, stuff like that, and things look a little bit realer, a little bit more alive. Like I said, the dynamic lighting, stuff like that. And I'm hoping this game definitely releases. And if they're remaking 4, right? Aren't they working on 6 right now? Because technically, Skyrim has been remastered several times. 4, this is going to be its first remaster. Its first remaster, technically. So 6, which is something everyone who's like a fan of these games is waiting for. Me too. Yeah, me too. Not that guy. He's not waiting for it. He's not waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. He's not waiting for it.
He's gonna point the finger. It's gonna be like, oh snap! Oh,
by the way, he never played Skyrim. Anyway, so we have 6 coming out sometime in Neverville.
If we ever get to the point of selling merch, We have to make that a t-shirt. You have to, like a wanted.
I never played Skyrim.
With his face on it. But go ahead.
We should take the screenshot right now.
Oh no. No man, that'd be crazy. That'd be a crazy t-shirt.
So I'd wear it every day.
Just to touch back on that, I did see the screenshots of the game, and it did look slightly better. It does look like they brought it more to a modern day feel, as far as aesthetic, is concerned, because the original Oblivion was they had that like blur gloss over it. If you remember, like it had like a blur gloss over it.
I mean,
this one looks more
at the time.
Yeah, it looks Let's be clear. During the time when that game released, it was the bee's knees. It was the hands down probably one of the best looking games. But then certain games, to bring it more up to date and in our times, you got to remove that damn gloss, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it was okay for back then, but for right now, we definitely need an upgrade. And that was always something that when you look at Oblivion and you compared it to Skyrim, like how they look or contrast one another, that gloss blur was always a negative stigma to me on how Oblivion looked, because it was a great game, super great game when you had to close the Oblivion gates and whatnot. So them having a remaster come out now, I think a lot of people won't get it. But what Ravage did point out was they're going to be releasing another Xbox game that's a JRPG that, I ain't gonna lie to you, I played Oblivion already. That JRPG looks nice. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of quintessentially, if this is true, they're clipping themselves at the knees with that. They're fighting two markets. But then again, if it's on Game Pass and you already got the Game Pass, you probably might get both. Who knows?
A lot of people that play JRPGs don't play like Western RPGs. So, or even if they did, I don't think they'd be stopping each other's market at all. I think they'll be fine.
Can I add on to that real quick? It's funny to me because a lot of the JRPGs now are starting to look more and more westernized as time goes by. So it's like,
which I think is kind of a mistake. No, that's
a whole. We should talk about. That's a topic for another video because I got something to say about that. But we ain't gonna make this too long-winded.
Your creativity should be based off the culture that you're basing the format and the story off of, and you should shine in that culture because that's the interesting part of the whole process. Oh, sorry, I had a serious moment there. I apologize. I'll go back to being funny. Anyway, so I don't know if Oblivion Elder Scrolls 4 is remastered and released. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play it again. I have it on my PC, the older version, which they made little upgrades here and there to it. Only thing is I can't play on my controller; it's messed up. So
I do have a question for you both.
Okay.
Since and I'm not going to give my answer because I'm probably going to give my answer in between saying the question. Given that this game, according to that article, has been in development, according to the ex-employee, whatever the case may be, since 2020. Right, and now it's 2025. How likely do you think that this rumor is actually true?
In my opinion, it's probably true. I don't think, from everything with the images that were put out and other news outlets that I've heard and read through, I don't think this is going to be like a Resident Evil 2 remake situation where everything is rebuilt from the ground up. I think all they're doing is just upgrading the what do they call it?
Textures,
shaders, and textures, and all of that stuff. I don't think they're
painting it.
Yeah, they're just painting it, making it look better, making it run better. They want to make it run smoother and all that stuff. So there's no stuttering. There's no, it can run at 120, frames and all that stuff. So I think that's the only thing that they're doing. So it's very likely it'll come out, and I think that's another reason why, if they put it out against Clear Obscure, I don't think it's going to get hurt the other market at all, because it's not a full new game. It's just a remake or a remaster of the old game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same way Rav is, that they're painting over the old game. They might change. They might rebuild a couple of things, like those minor things here and there, to like kind of like give a more conclusive, faster paced story. But I think it's shaders. It's gonna be textures. Maybe throw some ray tracing in there. The only thing is that this is not the only remake. This is like the official remaster of Oblivion, if it does happen. There is definitely a remake of the game by modders, by independent modders, that they've been working on it for a while, and they were trying to release it sometime this year. I'd have to get back to you guys another episode with like names and more information about that. But these independent modders loved the game so much that they did an overhaul and started rebuilding everything from like years ago. They started, I think if I remember correctly, I believe they started remaking it in 2015.
Damn.
Bro, the modders don't play.
A gigantic world.
Elder Scrolls models. Damn. The Elder Scrolls modders do not play.
Wow. And it's supposed to be released sometime this year. I'll find out more information for you guys for next episode or update video or something like that. But yeah.
I was going to say the only thing that worries me about them, releasing the Skyrim for the 800th time and remastering Oblivion now, it's like, and I'm talking to you guys off camera about this, like, I don't trust them to make Elder Scrolls 6 because I think that they've peaked. That's just me. I think that there's so much pressure for them to be great after Baldur's Gate and stuff like that, that I don't think they got it in them to make Elder Scrolls 6 to be a classical masterpiece, because Skyrim has done so well. They now got to live up to that hype, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
What other games did they make?
Starfall. Starfield. Sorry, not Starfall. Starfield.
Okay. All right, Starfield.
And
I have
Fallout,
Starfield.
the Fallout series. They're also responsible for the Fallout series.
I mean, Fallout series is like 95% great. There's like one game.
Yeah, 76. 76 killed it.
Yeah,
they killed the momentum that they had because they were doing very good until 76 came out.
Yeah, because when 76 came out, that had a lot of problems. That was like the cyberpunk level of problems that came out. Now, if you go back to 76,
no, 76 is good. It's good now, but
it's good now after like a few years, like what, 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years, something. 4 years.
Yeah.
A good game now, but it had its problems. But still, Starfield. A lot of people have some issues with Starfield. I played Starfield a lot, and it was a little slower pace, a little bit more emptiness in the land or the planets you go to, stuff like that. But Starfield has some incredible building features, incredible storytelling, incredible character development. Your character could be gay or straight depending on your choices.
Mm-hmm.
Your character could be a powerful warlord or a
gardener,
a peasant, a gardener. Yeah, all this based off of your choices.
Yeah,
and I love that about that game. I was so far a space thief that kept robbing everybody's spaceship, and they're like, "Is that him? Is that him?"
Yeah, but Bethesda has they're great at that. That's like their whole MO when it comes to any of their open world fantasy games. Like, they really put you in that world and you mold it to your liking, to whatever you want to do.
Love that.
And love that. Just to touch on Starfield, they got the modders, because that's one thing that keeps Bethesda rolling. They got the Mandalorian mods out there. I was like, what? Like, the Star Wars stuff. And the sad part is, here's the sad part. Sad part is that looks better than some of the Star Wars games they got out right now.
They do it better than EA. Yeah.
Like, that's wild. But anyway.
Like right now, I'm also playing Star Wars Outlaws, right?
Real quick before you go on to that, did any of you play that DLC for Starfield?
Which one? I don't even have the new one, bro.
No, I didn't buy the new one yet.
Okay, all right, yeah, because I hear a lot of the complaints that people had with main game Starfield were fixed with the DLC, where it felt more like an Elder Scrolls type of game, but in space.
Yeah.
So
wait. Hold on, I'm sorry. Repeat that one more time.
It's Skyrim in space.
Yeah, it's Skyrim in space.
It's
A lot of
supposed to be,
people,
yeah, it's supposed to
right?
be.
But a lot of people had a problem with just the open world setting of the main game, and then the DLC made the game more linear. So this way, it tells a better story than through the main game. I don't know if that makes any sense. The DLC tells a better story than the main game.
I mean,
Is that a good thing, bad thing? Like,
well, I've heard that a lot of people were happier with the DLC once the DLC came out because it made more sense. The main game made more sense because of the DLC.
okay,
it's all right. So this is my take on it, because I put it like 70 hours into this game. I did not beat it yet. I'm still playing. I still go back to it from time to time. And the thing is that it's not a difficult game to follow. It's not fucking brain surgery to play Starfield. I'm keeping that, by the way.
he got that Mario Kart World early. He got that.
Yeah. So it like the game is fun. The game is cool. The game is enjoyable. It definitely is Skyrim or Oblivion in space. And the thing is, if you played Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, like Morrowind and Skyrim and stuff like that, then you know what to expect with Starfield.
Listen, I'm sorry, I saw that. That Morrowind is the only one that I actually did play for a little bit. I didn't even play the whole damn game. Morrowind is the only one I saw your face. I know what you're gonna say.
No,
okay?
I didn't say anything.
I see your face said it all, brother.
Okay, all right, because
I'm trying to hold my composure over here. Because every time he mentions it, the only thing I keep thinking about, I never played the game. Oh man! All right. Ooh,
so have you played Starfield?
What's up?
I played a little bit of Starfield. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't for me.
Okay.
I'm not really into Bethesda games, so maybe that's what it is. I don't really know.
Todd Howard, forgive him. He knows not what he do.
I respect them. The games are good. I'm not saying they're just not for me.
There's real cool power in the game where you would blast them with your hand, and whatever alien creature was ahead of you, all of a sudden got into like almost like a wind tunnel, and they're going rah, and all of a sudden the gravity starts picking them up, and they can't attack you. So when they can't attack you, all of a sudden you go bullets.
That's cool.
Whoever's doing the edit on that, make sure you rewind and replay that him doing this.
I recommend Starfield. Starfield is cool. And by the way, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate the support. We love the fact that you guys are liking and subscribing and hitting that bell notification, please, and following and stuff like that. Most importantly, what we truly appreciate the most, and we're going to show it to you right now, is some of the comments that you guys leave. We picked 3 specifically. If this camera would stay still, we'll get to it. But yes, Mr. Lee, I'm going to leave it in your hands.
Mr. Rav here brought it to our attention that there's one specific person who's been supporting us since day one, whether it be on socials, no matter where we post that, this person has been on it, jumping on it and supporting, like jumping out the windows to support us pretty much. And that's going to be my man's Trash Talk Games. He says, from our last video, great episode. He's always been commenting, but we've been meaning to shout this man out and say thank you, Trash Talk Games, for everything, for all the support. Thank you, my guy. You guys want to say anything for Trash Talk Games?
He hits us up on all the socials. He's on Blue Sky. He's on X. He's on Facebook. He's on everything, and just, constantly helping, sharing, posting the videos and our tags on everything like that. So it's big shout out to Trash Talk Games. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, definitely a huge shout out to Trash Talk Games. He has his own channel, as you can see right there. He has his own subscribers. Check out his channel. Go watch him. He does gaming as well. He does more like the playing platform. He's been doing this for a little while. He has more experience at it. So guys, support him. If you see him, Trash Talk Games, give him some likes, give him some follows, give him some subscription to see his games and his videos. Like he said, like Rav said, he's on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, all that stuff. Yes, Trash Talk Games. Trash Talk Games. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Really, truly appreciate it.
Really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Our next comment is coming from my homegirl from the Play Squad Discord. You already know what it is. Artemisia. Thank you so much for commenting. And she says a lot of people will actually buy it because it's Zelda. This was when we was talking about our last video when we was talking about like the Zelda, the game and whatnot, and because of the pricing and whatnot, as far as like the upgrading, right? So she said a lot of people will actually buy it because it's Zelda. Those fans, me, hell no. I don't love it that much. I want a new Star Fox game. What you guys think about that?
Listen, Star Fox needs to unbury himself and get the hell up back into Nintendo's hands, because that game's been dead for a long time, and they got to bring him back. Star Fox is one of the best, most underused franchises that Nintendo has.
I
for
agree.
You know, more I don't want to say the adult gamers that Nintendo has, but like the bigger kids, you know what I mean? Because Star Fox is a serious fun game. It was very good.
Ribbit.
Oh boy! So I got it. Let me get this one. Star Fox on the N64. I don't own the Switch, so I don't know. I don't even know. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know if they had one for the Switch one. Damn, he's saying no. But what I'm saying is Star Fox for the N64. I remember being a PlayStation head at that time and going over to my homeboy Manny house to play it. And I remember having so much fun with we need another Star Fox game right now. Definitely.
Nintendo, if they don't own the rights, may they buy the rights or whatever and create so they better come out with something then for the Switch too.
Yeah.
Because that would make
barrel roll in a loop-de-loop, damn it.
Yeah, that would make me consider the Switch 2 as a feasible choice to start mobile gaming, because I love the Star Fox series or game. Can't say series game. But yeah, our Artemisia, thank you so much for the comment and bringing me back to back Star Fox.
Thank you, Artemisia, for the message in the comments.
Artemisia, thank you.
And our next comment, it's going to be related to our last video once again when we're talking about the Switch 2 and the camera, the Piranha camera, the official camera. And he had this to say from Draquin. And he says, I already own both games, Breath of the Wild and the Tears of the Kingdom. And with Nintendo Online, it's a free upgrade. So if you have Nintendo Online to upgrade to the upgraded version of these games, he's saying that if you already got the online service, the upgrade is free. He said also Nintendo said that the Switch 2 is compatible with any webcam that has a USB-C connection, which is dope. I think that's a dope feature.
That's important. Yeah,
very important.
I think that's a lot of webcams. So choose wisely. Not no 480p thing. Not no 480p thing. Oh yeah, not the one I have either. or turn off the following feature. Actually, that was all right.
Imagine racing on Mario Kart World and that joint going like this in and out.
What's the commenter's name? Jaquan.
Okay, who's there? Drake Quellen up in here. Yeah, Jaquan. Yeah, thank you, Jaquan, for
thank you, man.
Giving some clarification on if you have the online service already, the upgrade to these games is free. So that's actually a win for people that actually have, because I think a lot of Nintendo players do have the service. I know, you know, my kids got the service, you know what I'm saying? Like to be in that ecosystem, because why not? You a Nintendo head, who doesn't have the damn service, right? Ravage, am I wrong about that?
No, you're absolutely right. It not, maybe not everybody, because they don't,
Yeah, right?
I don't have a lot of features, but for the people that enjoy old school games, for the people that have like Animal Crossing, that was a big thing, that they got a lot of stuff with that.
Oh man,
Nintendo Online, yeah, that was a big help for them. But they need to definitely upgrade and add more features to the Nintendo Online, I think, to make it worth what they're going to be charging for the Nintendo Switch 2, because that price increase is coming too. So get ready for that.
What? No. No.
Oh man.
Oh, let's bring Usopp back to positivity. The camera, you can put any USB-C camera connection, which I think is dope, because I'm pretty sure almost every household, if you know how big web streaming is and people doing meetings and stuff like that, I do believe that's a great feature. So if you don't want to shell out money to buy a camera, you just grab your webcam. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have those, and especially if it uses a USB-C, you know, like
and the majority of webcams are 1080p or higher.
But they want the piranha plant, bro.
You put a freaking man. Just be smart.
I don't understand why they didn't go with the camera guy from Mario Kart, or what's, I can't remember the guy's name. You know, the guy.
I don't understand why they didn't go with
the little cloud dude overall. That be running around. It would have been so much better. Yeah. Oh man,
that would have made so much more sense.
Hey, Nintendo, if you hear us, if you're watching, this guy at the bottom here, you owe him a check for giving you a good idea, because that would be dope. If they had that, it makes so much sense too.
It makes so
to have the camera guy, the little cloud dude from the Mario Kart game.
It would also be dope if they had Mario like trying to with a phone trying to take a selfie, but the camera phone is actually the camera pointed at you.
Yo, you guys are cooking tonight. Though that is crazy, because that's a good idea as well. It's not coming from Nintendo themselves. It's coming from a third-party company that Nintendo licensed out to, do their stuff and stuff like that.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense.
Just to be clear, the official Nintendo camera will be running at 1080p, and the Hori camera, which is the Piranha Plant camera, that's gonna be running at 480.
I'm sure Nintendo executives said, "Oh, there's going to be a Piranha Plant camera. Oh, cool. What kind of specs? 480. 480. Oh, what's it called? Piranha Plant? Okay, so what we're going to do is 3 months later, around the holidays, we're going to release Piranha Plant Pro. And Piranha Plant Pro camera is going to be 1080p.
Yo, I could see that happening.
Said that. I didn't know where he was going. And I'm sorry, Rav. And I was like, it's not about the money. Holy sweet mother of pearl. I feel like that would be something they would do. Yo, that's crazy.
That's great.
That's like that. I mean, designing a camera this day and age at 480p is like somebody being a video gamer and not playing Skyrim. That shit is crazy to me. That
did it again. Oh my god. He did it again.
You didn't expect that, Rav. You didn't expect it. What, I hit you again, buddy. I hit you again. It's all in love, brother. It's all in love. Play Skyrim, god damn it.
Oh man.
I'm gonna play it in secret. I'm not even gonna tell you guys.
We're gonna have we have the Rey swear jar, right? And we have the Ravage playometer for Skyrim. I love it. I'm here for all of it.
Oh man.
Oh,
thank you, Drake Juan.
Crazy.
Thank you, Drake.
Thank you, Drake Juan, for that, man. We put some clarity in all of that. What are you doing? Oh man. That was confession mode right there. And then we got to round it out here, we got some early access stuff. Not early access, sorry. Early reactions to a game that Mr. Rav, whispered in my ear and said, you might want to try this out. There's a lot of talk about this game called Blueprints. and it's a double entendre because it's about a house that you got to get the blueprints for the layout, like prints as in layout, and Prince as in he's an inheritor of this house from his uncle, so he's the heir to the house. Like all of his uncle's fortune and stuff was left to this kid, and the kid has a certain amount. It's like timed to where he gets to. Dad, what's up?
Is any of this spoilers before you continue?
No, this is basic knowledge that they tell you at the very beginning of the game. None of it, because I didn't, trust me, this is why it says early reaction, because I didn't get far. Okay, only made it up to day 2. But just giving you an overall premise and layout of it is that you inherit this land from your uncle, and it's your job to reach room 46 within a timely manner, you know. And this is gameplay of me playing blueprints. And again, it's one of those games, it's a puzzle game, just so you guys know, whoever's watching or interested. It's one of those puzzle games. It's not horror, nothing jumps out at you. It's basically a lot of puzzles and figuring out stuff. So as you clearly see, I'm touching all the doors. You know, I'm even looking at the statues and reading the cards like, oh, okay, that's a painting with a Queen of Diamonds on it, and this over here is the Ace of Spades. So I'm like, what correlation will this have now or later on in the game? You know, right there you see like 3 doors. If I move to the side, and then I'm checking the birds and whatnot, and then on the table, if you notice, there was like a blueprint scroll. I didn't even touch that. I went outside because I'm like, there's got to be something hidden out here. So it's a lot of figuring out and a lot of stuff that's going to have callbacks that I know it's going to have callbacks later on. Like this door, where's this lead? Because there's a pathway right there. And then later on, you see like a tent in the camp outside somewhere. And then in the upper left-hand corner, you see those steps. It says 49. So I was running around saying, I wonder if that goes down, because it was at 50 before. But what happens? Do I only have 49 steps and then, 50 steps, and then the game basically resets to the next day? And one other thing that they do tell you at the very beginning of this game is that every day is different. So when you open up a new spot inside the game, it changes. So it's not the same from the previous day. It's a
roguelike game, so it's like everything resets, and like you basically start all over again every single day, I think.
Right. And again, you're trying to get to the 46th room, which is hidden, so you don't know where that's at. And every day, like, you have items that you find in the game that you can take off of the grounds of the house, because you can't stay. That's one of the other stipulations. You cannot stay in that house. You have to go outside. You can't spend the night in the house, because every day in the morning the house resets. You know, it almost gave me a feel of that. Even though there's no horror elements in this game, I did get 13 Ghosts, that movie when you stuff started shifting
all the
around.
rooms and chains. So it's like a labyrinth almost.
Right, exactly. I was getting those vibes heavy, and of course, you know, I'm running around acting like if I can go up this rock or whatever the case may be. So this is outside of the actual mansion. As you clearly see, I'm not even inside. But I was like, there has to be stuff. So I found this door. I found the as you go and clearly see the gate, the front gate where you actually come in at. Even though you don't never come this way, they drive you all the way up to the front of the house when it starts. So
I noticed the number changed to 48. So is it? I don't understand why is the number just going down as like 48 steps, or
you
find a room.
No, it's the steps. You have 40. Yeah, it's steps, and it's counted weird because a certain amount of walking counts as one step. Because you clearly see I'm taking a large amount of steps, and the number's not even going down. And this right here is where you get to the campsite. This is actually where your character stays when he's not inside the house, or when he wants to call it a day. Because when you get inside the house and you start opening up the blueprints to different rooms and corridors and stuff, you could potentially lock yourself out from advancing, and then you have no more moves. So it's like a grid, right? And then you open up different rooms that you pick yourself. That's another thing you do. You pick the rooms that you want to advance yourself. If I can move up in things here, right, just to show you. All right, that's me looking at that. So right here, let's move back a little bit. So this is the first room that I opened up, and I found that letter. I see a bed. There's a chest right there that's locked. So you would need a key to open this lock box right here. Certain rooms have keys in them. I'm basically looking at the crowbar because I'm suspicious of everything. That's why I love these type of games, because it makes you think. Certain things you may overlook and not notice the first time actually means something. So I go to the door, I click on it, and now I get to pick out of those 3 rooms which one I want. Like the den, if you notice, has 3 doors. The parlor has 2 doors, and the storage room only has 1 door. So if I take that storage room right now, I can't advance past this room. But if you look at all the items, I get a key, I get a gem, and I get money. Certain gems, right? Certain gems open up certain parts of doors. Like you can't advance without having gems. Certain areas you need money to access the room. Certain rooms are locked. You need a key, like that chest that you just saw. I need a key to open that chest.
All of these items stay with you when you reset the next day?
Great question. No, they do not. So you can't hoard none of the keys. You can't hoard none of the coins. Everything starts over. So you're basically trying to remember how things work, because and remember also, let me say this too, the rooms are random. So the next day it's different. Like you said, it's roguelike in that sense. So you have to remember where certain things are at and how certain things work, because that room may pop up again, and there may be some like alterations to that room slightly, but you got to remember it. So I was able to get these coins out of here using that key. But now, by using that key, right, I used it on this chest. I may run into a room where I need the key to actually open the room up. So
but
it's
you
like,
just used it on the lockbox. So
and I just used it on a lockbox. Thank you. I can't use it again.
Damn.
You know,
that's a lot. You got to kind of build it up and make your way around, and just make sure you hit. You got to do it like a perfect run in order to get to the end of the game.
Yeah, pretty much, because from what my understanding is, once you go through these rooms and you understand how these rooms function, that should help you get to the end. But again, this is just an early reaction to the game, so I haven't gotten real far in the game to know whether or not what happens at the end. I've gotten up to a part where all I'm gonna say without spoiling it for anybody, you definitely have to pay attention to your surroundings. That's all I'm gonna say. This is definitely one of those games that the way I attack these type of games is being cautious of everything. I'm looking at paintings and things on the wall, like I'm reading everything on these notes, because everything means something. Everything, it all connects. That's all I'm gonna say. It all connects. Let's move forward in the gameplay and stuff like that.
Mr. Ray, you got anything?
Like, okay, so just to give some perspective on this room right here that I just came in. This is the parlor game right here. This says the box that claims to be black has the gems in it. And this box, the blue one, is saying that it's the black box, and the white box is saying it's the blue box. So the trick to this mind-bending puzzle right here is
blue box.
One of them is telling the truth, and one of them, and at least one of them is telling a lie. So you got to figure out who's telling a lie, who's telling the truth. And of course, I'm Batman. I figured it out. You know, but here's the crazy
I
part.
said blue box.
Huh?
I said blue box 6 seconds ago.
So, but here's the thing. I encountered this room again. I was able to access this room again, and those boxes were completely different. Yep.
Fishing pole.
Right. I'm like a fishing pole and road. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's even one part where I started to deduce maybe, just maybe, the pictures tell you like what's the next best room to go to.
Observatory.
And I'm gonna say is that was wrong. Because you picked the room that you want to go to. So at this moment right now, pretty much anybody that's into puzzle games and mind-bending things, this game is good. It deserved all the praise that it was getting, because you one that put it on my radar, because I didn't hear anything about it. But for people that are into this and like mysteries and want to feel like they Sherlock Holmes or they solving a clue mystery, or even though there's no murder or no horror in it, it's just the fact of, if you're very observant of your surroundings and these things, or if you like escape rooms, I remember we talked about that off camera. If you like those type of things, this game is definitely for you. And it has a, believe it or not, it's a low download. It's only like 4 gigabytes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's free, right? It's free on Game Pass and on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, but I bought it on Steam. But yes, you're right. I believe so. That it's
no, I thought there was a discount on Steam or something like that. I thought that was free on Steam as well.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it early access? I can't remember. I know it was under $40. It was about I want to say like 30 that I paid for this game, but $30 puzzle game, escape room type feel, you know, mind bending, all kind of stuff. Like it's really fun. It's really fun.
Cool. Really fun, when you guys first mentioned the game, I didn't really notice the double entendre that you mentioned before, blueprints. So I checked out the trailer. I saw the trailer. I found out about the storyline or whatever, and I kind of figured it wasn't for me. Like, it's not my forte. But then I remember when I was a kid, like a teenager, like young teenager. Remember the game Myst? Oh
yeah.
So
yeah, it has that feel. I can see that feel. I can see that comparison.
Yeah. So right now, seeing it, I was like, it reminded me of Myst. Like Myst was the abandoned island, and you would go to, and you had to try to figure out all the puzzles to try to figure out your way off the island, type of thing. So I remember I played this game for freaking like hours. I might give it another chance just because I want to play that game. But this game, while watching you play, intrigued me, because in my head, that's why I kind of stood silent, because I was like, when I saw the cards and the paintings, I'm like, okay, so that door is gonna be like the ace of spades, and that door is gonna be like this, and then you walk back outside. I'm like, no, go back to the other fucking painting. Like,
take control of the game.
And I was like, oh, damn it. So the game got me, so I might pick up the game. Well, I have PC Game Pass, so I'm going to try it there.
I have a strong feeling that as it gets, and again, I didn't get far. I only made it up to day 2, and I didn't get far into this game. But I have a strong feeling that if my hunch is correct, every little nuance and detail that you see along the way to room 46 means something. Like, it's not just there as background fodder. And without giving it away, I've done a couple of things that proved my point on that. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna definitely need to remember a lot of this shit. There's even there's definitely there's I'm mumbling now. There's a part in the game where you pick up a card, and this is not a spoiler, I'm just letting you know ahead of time. They literally say, yo, you know, you might want to write stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be stuff that a lot of callbacks. And I just love that, bro. I love being a detective. I love figuring out puzzles and those type of games. And I love games that make you think, you know, and there's no added pressure of it like being a pop out or a horror or nothing like that. It's more so, what can you remember and how can you get out of here? How do you get to room 46?
Well, when you were walking around and you went back outside by the waterfall thing, and it looked like the balcony was broken. It almost looked like the broken bricks on the balcony was saying a word going across where you turn too quickly.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't say to you guys as we were watching watching me do the gameplay. If you notice, if you go back and you watch this video, there's a letter on the side I never picked up, and I recently remembered that. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't remember that. Totally glossed as right. It was right there on the side. As careful as I was, I missed the letter that was sitting on the side.
Yeah, it was bothering me. I was like, you got to go back and get that letter.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Blueprints. If you guys want to check it out,
developer is Dogubomb Inc. So I don't know where they're from, but looks cool.
Probably Japanese. Probably
could be.
Dogubomb.
Got highly awarded. Like if you go to Steam, they got a list
very good, very well rated
accolades on there. So I was like, man, this is definitely. So I will thank you, Mr. Ravage, for that. That's definitely up my alley. All right,
I'm gonna give the game a shot. Definitely give it a shot. Okay, so anything else you guys want to throw into the mix in the episode? Because we discussed Mario Kart Direct about the Switch 2. We discussed Oblivion. Possible rumors of it being upgraded. We discussed the comments. Yeah, no, it's because of all this. We discussed the comments from a lot of people who follow us, which again we appreciate, guys.
Appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. We want to make sure that other people are featured on this channel and their comments to be read and shouted out. So please leave a comment in the comment section. Even ask us questions. You know,
it gives us a lot of extra stuff to talk about too. So it's fun to respond to you guys.
You know, just ask when is Ravage is going to play Skyrim. You could put that in the comment section.
Yes.
Got me.
And
if you guys had to join in, bro, I had to.
Ray started. If you guys do play, and if you guys do pick up the game Blueprints, please share some secrets here and there because I'm gonna pick it up. I want to.
Can I touch on that real quick? As we're talking about Blueprints real quick. I wasn't trying to look at no hints online about this game. If you're gonna pick up the game, like Mr. ReyRey is saying, go in blind. That's the best way to have fun. Figure it out. I'm telling you.
Bring a notebook.
You won't regret it. Get the composition notebook. Go old school with it. Don't pull your phone out. You know, but that's what I want to say on that.
Oh man, I was about to say I'm going to play Blueprints by taking photos of the screen.
Oh, come on!
It was a finger statue upside down.
Undermined everything I said, but with the phone. You never specifically mentioned I couldn't use my phone to take pictures.
Just come on, camera, come on! I'm getting sick of your shit. I'm gonna choke this shit out of you, mother. Stay still. Te queda ahí. Te queda ahí.
You want papao?
You know,
it's listening now.
Choose wisely. Oh, frame it.
Oh man. Oh. Oh my chest.
Anyway, guys, this has been episode number 8. Number 8 for us.
This is 9, I think.
This is 9. We're almost to episode 10.
Yeah, almost on 10, guys. Almost on 10. Thank you so much.
Yes,
so much for the support. Appreciate it. Without your guys' support, we would not be on episode 9, going on episode 10, planning episode 10, which I guess we're gonna do right after we finish recording 9.
Yeah, and as many times as Mr. Rav tried to kill us behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. Sorry.
I told you. You better watch yourself. Watch your air.
So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share. If you have any gamer friends, please let them know about the channel. We are trying to make this our livelihood. We're trying to make this
to come off them 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
Yes, please. So, and the thing is, we have ideas for other content. We're just trying to find the time to do them properly because we all are creative in our own senses, our own ways, especially music with Mr. Lee and Mr. Rav. I'm kind of a film buff type of dude, so we'll see what happens there, especially because it's video podcasting. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. This has been episode number 9. We haven't named it yet. Episode number 9 for Megabit Misfits. We are the Megabit Misfits.
So you getting twisted up with the name now, huh?
He said bit. Hey. He said bit.
Oh, you did?
I also worked 12 hours today. I am exhausted.
It is 3 a.m. It is 3 a.m. right now.
It is 3 a.m. I've been up since like at least
But
8,
for you guys, it is 3 p.m.
That's true.
For me, it is
right.
Every Monday. Freaking camera. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching episode 9 of Megabit Misfits. This camera, I swear, it's going to go in the garbage. But anyway, I'm Mr. ReyRey. That's LeeBoy. That's Rav. And remember, whether you like it
or whether you hate it,
play the games that you enjoy.
Play the games you enjoy.
All right. We out. Peace.
Later, guys.